If you have entered any market in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, or anywhere you are staying this year, then you already know the truth. Food prices are not coming down. But the thing is, where people are seeing chaos prices, as a smart person, you will see an opportunity. So today's video, I am going to be showing you exactly how you can turn your 100,000 naira, that money that is sitting in your bank account, into a profitable agricultural business from your backyard. If you don't have a backyard, from your living room. If you don't have a living room, from your surrounding. So today we are talking about farming, and we are talking about high demand, fast turnover crop and livestock that people are begging for right now in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, Uyo, anywhere you are living. So by the end of today's video, you will have 5 proven reasons, like 5 reasons to start an agricultural business today. The first on my list is snail farming, agriculture. So snail farming is one of the most underrated agricultural businesses in Nigeria right now. Snails are in high demand, and a lot of restaurants, hotels, or even homes are using this, and we are even exporting snails regularly from Nigeria. So the best part is, this kind of agricultural business does not require a huge space. They don't make noise. Snails, they are very gentle. They don't make noise. They don't cause any environmental pollution, and they are very cheap to maintain. The reason why I know about this is because my dad did snail farming, and the only thing, it was so easy. Every day we wake up to go and look at these snails. They are just there living their life, eating their grass, just existing. They don't smell, they don't make noise, they don't bark, they don't disturb your neighbors. You can have them in your living room, you can have them in your surroundings, you can have them in your backyard. This is one of those easy business you can start that a lot of people are even ignoring. So with that your 100,000 naira that you have kept in the bank or your OPay account, go and withdraw it. With this 100,000 naira, you can buy young snails. You can make a simple snail pen. That pen is like a box with a net on top of it, a net cover. I will put a picture when I find it on the internet. That one, your carpenter can easily do it for you, and it will not cost you a lot of money. With 40,000 naira, if you find the wood yourself and you can make this DIY yourself, you can easily do it because it's not that difficult. You fill it with sand, you fill it with grass, their feed, the snails itself. You can buy these snails, those tiny snails. You can go and catch them yourself. During rainy seasons, they are everywhere. You can buy them. So 100,000 naira is enough to start this kind of business. And once your snails start growing, what do? You sell them. And snails reproduce very fast. Snails are hermaphrodite or something. You don't find a female snail, you don't find a male snail. They reproduce on their own. So it's not something that is deep. You can get snail and grow it, and within a few months your stock can multiply significantly. The more they grow, they produce, and you sell them. So many people ignore this kind of business because it looks small, but it is a smart business to start. If you know about if you know about agricultural business, if you know about snail farming or farming, you will understand that this business is a very lucrative business. If you go to the market, I don't even need to tell you that it is lucrative. The second agricultural business you can start is catfish farming. Catfish farming is one of those businesses I have talked about on my channel right here. I have a full video about it, and I can also create a new video about it if you guys want it. So most people think you need a lot of, like, a massive pond or a huge farm in order to start fish farming, which is not true. Fish is a major part of Nigerian meals, and it is in high demand. Both fresh and dried fish, people are buying them every day in Nigeria. So the good thing about catfish farming is that you can start it on a mini scale. What I mean a mini scale, you can get those drums. There's these blue drums or black drums, whatever drums you can find. You can get them, open it up, and put your fingerlings inside. You have started a catfish business. It is not that hard. You can get even a small tank. There are some small tanks that you can easily get. Those ones, you can use them, and you can also create a plastic pond or a backyard space if you have a huge backyard. So with your 100,000 naira, you can use it to buy large plastic container. Depends on how much they sell it in your area. You can buy large plastic containers, 1 or 2, a water pump if necessary, and your fingerlings. These are the only things you need, and also their feeds. So now let's do the math. One female catfish can lay 20,000 eggs. So even if only 10% of those eggs survive to juvenile stage, you still have 2,000 eggs. So let's do the estimation right now. One female catfish, just one mature female catfish, can lay about 20,000 eggs. And And even if only 10% of those 20,000 eggs survive to the juvenile stage, you still have at least 2,000 juveniles that you can sell for at least 50 naira to 70 naira per head. So if you are selling at the rate of 70 naira per head and you have 2,000 juveniles, you are going to be having 140,000 naira cash from just selling from one catfish that produced 20,000 fish, that produced 20,000 eggs, who ate the most of the eggs and left 10% for you. You are still making profits. So we are done with catfish. Let's talk about vegetable farming. This is the third on my list. So vegetables like ugu, scent leaves, lettuce, green pepper, tomatoes, just name it, carrots, whatever it is, are selling every single day in Nigeria. A lot of people eat vegetables. Like if you go to Akwa Ibom, these people are planting their vegetables because their soil is good. If you live in this area, or if you live in an area where you have your land, you have your backyard, you don't know what to do with it, you can plant. I know of a place in Lagos, my sister's place. Whenever I go to visit her, she has a neighbor that has a very large farm. She stays in the compound. Her neighbor stays in the compound though, but she has a very large farm where she plants vegetables. So sometimes if my sister wants to cook, she just comes down, go to the neighbor's place and buy vegetable from the neighbor. She's using her land for something. She's not spending money to go and buy vegetables outside. She's not spending money to go and stress herself about, like, she's making money from people and neighbors that are coming to ask for vegetables. She's also supplying market women's vegetables. So this is a very good business to start if you have a huge backyard and you live in a place where your crop is good and you don't know what to do with this backyard you have. So people must eat. Everybody eats food. You see, restaurants, they need constant supply of vegetable. If you come to them and you tell them you have fresh vegetable and you're going to give them very cheap, they will make you their customer. Your neighbors are so, like I said, your neighbors can also be your customer. And the interesting part of this is that you don't even need acres of land to start this. You can start it in a very small way. If you have a backyard, you can start. I said it. If you have empty pots, you can use it to grow your tomatoes, your peppers. If you have sacks, if you have containers, you can use this. So with 100,000 naira, you can buy seeds, you can buy watering tools, you can use it to buy organic fertilizer. So if you do this kind of business properly, you can start your own vegetable farming, and with that, you can start generating cash in weeks. So imagine harvesting something people are already looking for in your backyard. So the fourth on my list is a small poultry farm, like egg production kind of poultry farm. So we cannot talk about food in Nigeria without mentioning eggs. While a massive poultry farm can cost millions to start, you can also start a micro layer startup farm with your 100,000 naira. So the strategy here is to buy at least 20 to 25 points of lay birds. That's those birds that are ready to start laying eggs. So with your 100,000 naira budget, you can use it to buy the birds. That's the chicken. If I say bird, some people say, is it the one that is flying? No, it's your chicken. You can use it to get their cage. I have seen so many small-scaled poultry farms that are doing so well. Most of you just assume that if you want to start business, you need a lot of money. That's one that is paining me. I am here telling you that you don't need a lot of money because I started my own business with a very I don't know. The smallest amount of money you can ever think of. I just started it because I got people asking me. I said, let me just try it. What's there to? Let me just try it. Let me just invest this amount of money. This money that I could easily use to go and buy cream for myself. That was what I invested in the business. And guess what? That business is worth millions. Heck. The business completed a year. My birthday, my business completed a year. And we are already in millions. We started with the smallest amount. So you don't need a lot of money. You just need the brain. Whenever I'm in my house, I'm always in my phone. My mom will be like, what are you always doing before? You're always thinking. You don't like sleeping. You don't like doing this. It's because I'm always looking for ways to make money. I'm always looking for strategies in order to promote my business. And when you bring out what people are looking for, there's no way. Like your marketing will sell this product for you before they even use it. That is one of those things a lot of people are missing. It's not the money, it's the money is the least of your pain, your problem. The thing is, start that business, apply strategy, and you will see results. I assure you. The fifth one on my list is selling of foodstuffs, like reselling of foodstuff. I have said this before. Some of you still don't get it. Businesses are not hard. This one is a very powerful business because you don't even need to plant anything. If you are lazy like me, this one is for you. You can simply buy your foodstuffs in bulk. So the example of this kind of foodstuffs I'm talking of: rice, everybody eats rice; beans, everybody eats beans; garri, palm oil, onions, pepper, groundnut oil, maggi, all these things. These are the prices of food items in Nigeria are changing constantly, and a smart market person, a smart business person, a smart reseller will start this kind of business. So with 100,000 naira, don't look at this business like, I need 1 million to start it. Where you won't get 1 million naira? Where you get 100,000 for account, you find 1 million to start the business. So we have come to the end of today's video. Right now in Nigeria, especially in this our crooked economy, in this 2026, life is tough. But food is one of those things nobody can boycott. With that your 100,000 naira, it is enough for you to start a business. So with these 5 business ideas I have given you, you can use it to start a business this year or even this month if you are determined. So please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. We need to learn how to make money. The country is hard. There are different ways to still make money. It's only smart people that will understand. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.